I didn't.
This is the Nielsen Show. Matt Awanek, Will Fraser, YouTube Trev with you here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports on TuneIn, iHeartRadio, YouTube, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, as well as wherever you can get your podcasts. Coming up 9 o'clock, we got the EST Hangout. It's myself, it's Jay, it's Tommy. We've got Lock Shop today, Oil Stream, EST Afternoons, Reed Wilkins Show. That's all still to come, as you would expect, right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. But right now, it's time for Sobeys and Safeway Beer of the Week. This week, we got Two Pillars Brewery out of Calgary, and we got Boaz, who is joining us here and making the drive all the way up from Calgary this morning. So thank you very much for coming all the way up here to Edmonton.
Oh, thanks for having me. Thank you.
So tell us, Two Pillars Brewery, how did you guys get started? And then tell us a little bit about you guys.
So we started brewing, home brewing, and then we brew this beer called Golden Strong. It's a Belgian style,
okay,
and it's a strong beer. So now our version is 8.6%.
Oh.
So we tried that. We tried that when we were home brewing. Once we tasted that beer, we just got hooked to it.
Yeah.
So, then we keep perfecting the recipe.
It's almost a barley wine at that strength.
Is just almost, yeah. But the Belgian yeast actually makes very good strong beer. So it makes it easy to drink without waiting and aging for a long time. Right. It was still nice and smooth.
Delicious. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, so I started with the Golden Strong, and then we expanded to the Dark Strong. Of course, we brought today here, and the wit is always a nice summer citrusy beer, and the pale ale is a Belgian pale ale that we try from. It's kind of our version of some other Belgian pale ale.
Okay,
and also our Belgian blonde.
Okay,
well, yeah,
So I'm hearing a lot of Belgian. You're a fan of the style. Is it just once you understand that yeast, it's hard to go away from it?
Yeah, Belgian yeast do some really crazy things, and sometimes we have done things that are actually out of the specs that is recommended.
Well, you're not in Belgium, so you're allowed to do whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's funny, with Belgian beer, they like to do whatever tastes good is good. So they do what they want to. So it's not really a set style, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, they do come up with many different things. Yeah.
Kind of gives you freedom of creativity, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
That's kind of how they do it, especially with the strong ale and the pale ale and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is kind of the opposite of like a Kolsch, where there's way more rules and sort of guidelines, right?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So they don't have a much like set rules to do things. They just want to make things taste good, basically. Yeah.
So what are the Two Pillars? Is that you? Because I know you have a partner in this, in Jacob. Are you guys the Two Pillars, or what's behind the name Two Pillars?
So Two Pillars is actually there are two pillars in a bit of a history, right? Two Pillars is in Solomon's palace. There are two decorated pillars. One is called Boaz, and the other one called Jacob. And so when I read that, and I told Jacob, he just said, "Oh, perfect! It's close enough." And then so we found the Two Pillars. Two Pillars. What Two Pillars means to us is food and beer.
Okay.
Fruit and drinks, I would say. So we serve other drinks as well at the tap room. So we started the tap room as more for people to gather and connect. So everyone connects to food and drink. So growing up in church environment.
Yeah.
Also, when we go to church, when everyone gathers, there's always food and drink. So that's what kind of brought us together, Jacob and I, and we always very adventurous with our food and, of course, adventurous with our beer as well.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Where is the brewery in Calgary?
The brewery is very close to Calgary downtown, just north of Calgary downtown, between 8th and 9th, right on Center Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Center Street stuff, that I know a lot of people love that better than what we have here in Edmonton.
Yeah.
I get confused by it. I get the quadrants.
The quadrants it drives me crazy. You're right. Yeah.
Okay.
I never know if I'm southeast or northeast or no, it's too much math. But that's my problem, not the cities.
Now, I'm just on your website and it says you and Jacob both immigrated to Canada from different cultures.
right.
How much influence from where you guys have come from has gone into what you guys have done, if at all?
Yeah, so I'm from Hong Kong about a long time ago, like since 96. And Jacob was born in the UK.
Okay.
And then he lived in Thailand for 9 years. So that's what brought us together is we're used to so many different style of things and so many different culture of like food. So that's why we kind of get together and started brewing. Belgian beer is something that is almost, I guess you can say, is so far from our culture where we're from. But because we're used to like things that are imported, especially in Hong Kong, many things are imported. So that's why, it's kind of familiar to us.
Yeah. And also, like you said, just worrying about whether or not it tastes good, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're an immigrant or from a multicultural sort of background, you're less governed by following some sort of arbitrary rule.
Right.
Yeah. And so, I'm really excited about that. I've heard about you guys. And so this is going to be, I hope it's going to be fantastic. I have no doubt it will be. Yeah.
Well, let's give some a try if you want. So the blonde is the one that's the Sobeys Beer of the Week this week. $13.99 at your Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. Plus, you get 150 scene points when you buy two.
Yeah.
So boom.
So boom.
Boom.
That's right.
Get your scene points. I'm a guy that looks for those points and stuff.
Do you not collect scene points? I do.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Well, if I'm there, I'm going to use my...
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't... You think I'm somebody that's going to miss out on getting my points?
I know. This was going to surprise me if you said no. Of course
Of course I got...
Yeah.
Yesterday, I went to go buy something, and I didn't have the higher up membership at the bookstore I was at, and it was like... And they almost weren't going to scan me, and I stopped and like, well, you still got to scan me. Just 'cause there might be some sort of points, but let's open up one of those blondes and...
Are we not gonna have a phobia?
No,
because we're going to try all of these. I still got another show to
I
do.
left my jackknife in the car. We can't shotgun them this morning. Yeah.
Trev might be all in on getting into those ones, but I've got... that's always the risk here.
It's a taster.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
So what are the notes we should be looking for here?
So the blonde, you will find a little biscuity.
Trev, get over here.
It has coriander in it, so you will find that it's a little fruity from the coriander, and very
tropical.
well,
Ooh, I smell that.
Yep.
very well balanced.
I usually don't smell those type of things.
Yeah.
But I can smell that fruitiness.
Oh, yeah, nice aroma and balance of sweetness.
Yeah.
Not super hoppy. So what we aim to do is always trying to make a balanced beer. So aromatic, yeast forward, and balanced. We find that it's balanced beer always easy to drink and tastes good.
Okay.
Sometimes we make some extreme stuff at the brewery there because we have a small batch system that we turn 100 liter at a time.
Yeah.
So sometimes we do some funky things, and we have done one that has. I've done one for my grandma that is called arrowroot blonde.
Okay.
So arrowroot is what my grandma used to mix soup with, and what it does is actually convert into sugar in the mash, and it gives you a nice soft mouthfeel.
Okay.
It's a really nice beer. That one was a really
Like
nice
a digestive cookie almost.
beer. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So let's to Lieutenant Eric for his birthday. A nice drinking in there well beforehand.
Cheers.
To Eric. Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, that goes down really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some
Nice.
blondes that are quick drinking beers. This is not one that you're just gonna chug, but
Right.
it is delicious.
This one is sitting at 6.2%.
See, oh,
Yeah. So, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
taste-
so you
Tune into
don't-
the hangout today at 9 o'clock.
so you don't want to drink it too fast. Holy cow, that's delicious, especially for 6.2. Yeah, there is no fire on this either.
I would have never figured that this was a high percent like that.
Yeah,
No, that's
Super easy drinking,
smooth, just
No hot
fantastic. No, that is absolutely delicious. The right color too. Just solid color right there. So that one is the beer of the week. $13.99. Sobeys Safeway Liquors from Two Pillars. Wherever you can find a Sobeys Safeway Liquor.
Yeah,
Which are all over
if
the place.
if you're fearing Christmas dinner with the family, maybe pick up a couple of these and just pregame it.
It actually the blonde actually pairs with fruit so well.
Oh no, this would
you
go
can pair with
perfect with
so
turkey.
many, yeah.
This would go perfect with turkey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Like that.
absolutely.
Which one should we try next?
And so something lighter, citrus.
I love citrus.
Yeah, wet would be a good one.
I'm a sucker for citrus usually. Citrus or peach. I'm always just very
Pour it for
happy.
you.
And then these beautiful leather coasters.
You do notice the 6.2
right there.
in that it fills you up.
Gotta walk over here, Trev.
Now that's what I think of when I think of a Belgian style.
Right. This is a lot of people know the Belgian the Hoegaarden.
Yeah.
The Belgian wit. So this is our version of it. Hazy. Got a good amount of wheat in it. So
That's
very
just a
nice.
great pour too with the head. Look at that. Just a solid pour right there.
Yeah, it's like he does it for a living or
I
something.
know. It's crazy. Who should we cheers to on this one? Trav, I'm putting this one on you. Who should we cheers to?
Cheers to all the nasties, and we're going to get 11,000 subs there.
There we
So
go.
all
To
the nasties.
11,000.
To
That's what-
11,000.
Let's get to it. We're going to do the preemptive 11,000 right there.
To 11,000.
While you guys take that first sip, I'm just going to update where we're at with this subs. 10,717. We want to get to 11, so Dusty eats that pickled
Cheers.
pear.
Let's go. Cheers.
Oh, I like that. Usually, like you mentioned a whole garden or like a blue moon, they're kind of banana
Yep.
forward. This is not. This is
Oh, crap.
I don't know, almost like nectarine. almost.
I know, Trev.
We have a little orange. We added orange peel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So orange peel kind of boosts that orange, and then the
Great taste of that. Like you really taste that, the fruitiness of that.
Yeah, like if you've had
It's great.
like Belgian style before, like a whole garden, and you're kind of like, I don't love banana. That's not what this is. This is, but it's still that real fruit forward sort of taste. Yeah,
That's
delicious.
right. Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Personally, I even like it better on tap. So we're at the
Everyone does, man. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But that's worth the price of admission.
Very good. Very good. So we got two more to try here quickly.
Yep.
So with your guys' food, did you guys create the menu? You guys just hired someone, or like how much you have the two pillars? You're saying food and the drink.
Yeah.
How much focus was on your food and all that?
So we have a beef stew that we make in house. It's kind of our version of the
Sounds
Belgian.
amazing right now. Like as of right now, like yes.
A little
Do you have
spicy.
TVs? Do you have TVs?
Yeah, we got TVs in
so
there.
Now I know I'm going to watch the fight.
Yeah, so we started showing some sports for people who care about it, right? We use our TV mainly for menu.
Yeah.
But sometimes if there's some good events, then we'll screen it too.
Oh, beef stew.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It just sounds perfect.
Does it on a day like today?
drinking
Oh
these
my
right
God.
now, just adding a beef stew would have been just like
It would be perfection. Yeah.
that is outstanding. So we've got a pail there.
We got a pail here. Yeah. So
Get these.
So what is a Belgian style pale ale?
So Belgian style pale, you will find that this one has a bit banana forward.
Okay.
Because from the yeast itself, it's more yeast forward with a little balance of hops. So it's
Okay.
not.
It's not overly hoppy. It's not like a West Coast.
That's right. So it's not, the flavor is from the malt and the yeast itself,
Okay.
not from the hops.
Okay.
So there is some from the hops too, of course. Yeah.
Because I have a lot of sympathy for people who are constantly confused by what an IPA is.
Right.
Right. Like because it's a million different things. right? That when the craft revolution sort of took place, it was kind of being led by a lot of West Coast IPA.
Yeah.
And so if that was your introduction to craft brewing, you were kind of like, well, this is making me pucker my face in on itself. I don't know if I like IPA, but IPA can be anything, can it?
Right. So there are different nowadays. Even with West Coast IPA, a lot of people make it more to kind of balance out the bitterness. So it makes it a bit fruity and easy drinking as well.
Yeah.
So it's very. It's actually that's how I started. I did start drinking with the craft beer. The beer that stand out the most is the West Coast IPA.
Yeah.
So I always love to go back sometimes with a West Coast IPA as well. So, but the Belgian stuff is still it's still my style.
Cheers to Fury Usyk 2 tomorrow.
That's right.
Let's watch a great
to
boxing
heavyweight
match
boxing.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nice. I found a little banana for it.
A little. It's so much banana. I love it.
Yep.
That goes down very nicely.
Yeah, that's banana bread. That's what that is.
Yeah, it's nice malty.
Yeah.
With a little caramel.
A little bready and the banana, like it's...
Maybe Jason Strudwick will actually like banana bread for once.
Yeah.
He has a thing against banana bread. Struddy.
So he's the one. There's always got to be that one guy. That's weird.
It's like he's never had good banana bread or something in his life.
I've never had bad banana bread.
He apparently has because he hates banana bread, and he won't talk he's talking about like you can't add anything to it because then it's not banana bread.
Because he doesn't have butter in the house?
No, he's saying then it's not banana bread, but he's saying just straight plain banana bread. No one likes it. And it's
Just
like, no,
heat it up. Heat it up and
There's
it's
a million-
perfect.
Yeah, that's right.
don't overcook it. Don't over bake it and make it dry.
Yeah.
So maybe Struddy will start liking banana bread once he has this one.
And how many, I'm sorry, what's the alcohol content on this?
This one is 6%.
Yeah. So, like a pale ale. For sure.
So just like a pale ale, a little stronger than some of the like American style pale ale. Usually they're sitting around like 5.5. Something, yeah.
That's because they drink twice as much as we do. So
We are with Boaz. He's from Two Pillars Brewery out in Calgary. So if you're in the Calgary area, heading to the Calgary area, be sure to check them out for their food and their drinks. And then the blonde, $13.99. It is the Sobeys Safeway Beer of the Week this week. I'm just going to quickly finish this one here, and then we'll try that last one, which is a dark.
Our dark strong. So dark strong, there's golden strong and there's the dark strong. And the dark strong has some Belgian, we brew that with some Belgian candy syrup in it.
Okay.
And so it also gives it the color, more of that color as well. So as you give it a try, this is sitting at 8.9%. So as
holy donkey.
When it comes to the pale, YouTube Trev in the Nasty Chat, who's also just sitting over there, that last one might be one of the best beers I've ever had.
Yeah,
5 out of
delicious,
5.
right? Yeah.
That was so good. I'm definitely going to have some of this after the show.
Well, so
And I'll buy some later as well.
Yeah, you don't have to do
I
a
think
show.
you know where you're taking the aunt and uncle on the 23rd. eh?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah,
Love
good
the
place.
look of that. Bonnie Dunron, the hangout will be a hungover event.
So a dark strong. So
The other two are there. Don't worry.
Is this-
Jay and
is
Tommy are
this
here.
a porter or a stout?
this is so dark strong as a Belgian style on its own. So it's
All on
almost-
its own, okay.
It's like a different approach of a dark beer.
So like a dunkel or
So Belgian dark strong is like a lighter, I would say like a lighter version of a Belgian quad.
okay.
Yeah, so it's a fruitier approach, I would say, a fruitier approach of a dark beer, a little bit sweeter. And
You can smell the alcohol in this one though.
yeah, this one.
Yeah. But not in a bad way. It's not like it's diesel fumes. But oh man, that smells incredible.
Well, you got a cheers?
to the memories I used to have.
So you find a banana, almost a
Oh,
little
that's
chocolate,
dangerous.
and a little cherry.
You
A
have
nice-
this with your beef stew, and you're not
There's
leaving your tap room.
There's just a nice cold night. Crack one of these open around a fire or something.
Yeah, if you have to wrap some Christmas presents on Christmas Eve, this is the accompaniment, isn't it?
Yes,
because after you drink 4 of these, you're going to bed.
Well, there's that, but it's just such a warming drink. Like, I love that. I've also really got into the darks and stuff.
Every Christmas, I will have a special bottle of Dark Strong or Quad that I have it beside my fireplace, and
That just makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're painting the perfect picture.
it's good. Yeah. It's like perfect Christmas.
It even smells like Christmas. Like there's a bit of a Christmas cakey sort of smell to this. Like, yeah, it's fantastic.
It's very much so. We have a note, the tasting note. It's like a Black Forest cake.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll have to be careful.
Yeah, a
finishing
little
this
bit
one.
a little bit of cherry. Actually, I shouldn't say a little bit. A lot of cherry.
Yeah.
A lot of cherry. That dark chocolate. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Cherry, banana, chocolate.
Yeah.
It's a great combo. Yeah.
For more information, twopillars.ca is the website. Once again, they were out in Calgary. The direct address is 910 Center Street North. Two Pillars Brewery. It is the Sobeys Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. Boaz, thanks for coming in. Really
you.
appreciate this. Absolutely delicious beer.
This was worth the wait. Yeah.
Yes, because you said you've heard about them, never had them, but
Yeah.
you'll be having them again, I'm assuming.
Easily, especially you mentioned how it's better out of tap. It's always better out of tap, but out of a can, this is phenomenal. So congratulations.
We do got
Thank you.
$50 to Sobeys Safeway Liquor as well. A $50 GC. Text us beer me to 780-218-9999. Trev, what we'll do is maybe play the beer of the week song again, and then we'll clean up, and then we'll come back with because we got to do the snow report, and we got to get to the wrap for William Huff. But Boaz, really appreciate the time. Thanks for coming in. Absolutely delicious stuff. So
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I can't wait to get to Calgary and check out the actual
right?
tap room.
Yeah.
Get
Now
some of
I
that
have
beef
a reason
stew
to
in
go
me.
to Calgary.
Yes.